Hello students, welcome to the practical session of database management system. In last videos we have studied how to execute data definition language command and data manipulation language command and how to manage authorizations on a database by using data control language command like grant and revoke. In today's session we are going to execute different SQL commands by using SQL operators like AND, OR and NOT. Then we'll see how to sort data, how to sort output by using order by clause. Okay, so let's start with the practical examples. Here I have one user defined database, that is library. Under this library database I have two tables, book and student. So today we are going to execute all our queries on this book table. So before that, open this database for the use by using use command. See, your database is now ready for the operations. Let's execute query. Select star from book. Select query is used to display data from the table, and when we write star in that select query, it means that we want to display all attributes and all rows. Okay, so here at the output section you can see the structure of a table or the data which is stored in a table. Here I have book ID attribute, that is BID, which is used to give unique ID to the books. Bname is used to store names of a book. Author attribute is used to store names of author for the corresponding book. Course name indicates the course for which that book is written. Publisher attribute is used to indicate the publisher of corresponding book. Price attribute stores the price of all the books, and issue date attribute is used to indicate the date on which that book is issued by the student. So these are the attributes in the student table, and we have stored data for 10 different books. Okay, so this is our select query, select star from book, which is used to display all attributes and all data, all rows from the table. Okay, now let's see another version of this select query. Okay, I want to display data for publisher only. I want to enlist the names of publisher from the table. Then I can simply write select publisher from book. Okay, so it will display the names of publisher only. Here in the output section you can see these are the publishers name that we have stored in a table. Now if you carefully view all these names, then you will come to know that McGraw-Hill, this publisher name, is appeared for 4 times in a list. Similarly, Addison Wesley is a publisher name that is appeared twice in a list, because McGraw-Hill publisher has published 4 books for which we have stored information in a table. Similarly, Addison Wesley is a publisher that has published 2 books for which we have stored information in a table. Okay, so here unnecessarily 4 rows are given to this McGraw-Hill and 2 are given to this Addison Wesley publisher, though they are pointing to the same publisher name. Okay, so to minimize this number of rows in a output, we can simply use distinct keyword. Distinct keyword is used to filter your output. If your output consists of multiple data values for the same entity, then by using this distinct keyword we can minimize the output rows, or we can minimize the output values. Now when I execute this query, select distinct publisher from book, execute this, and now see the result. Here you can see there is a single value for McGraw-Hill and there is a single value for Addison Wesley, and remaining are the names of other publishers. Okay, so this is how by using distinct keyword we can filter our output. Okay, see, when you execute this query, select publisher from book, then it will give you the names of all publishers multiple times. If one publisher has published multiple books, then this query will give you the value of that publisher that many times. Okay, so to minimize this we use distinct keyword. Okay, Now similarly, let's have another example for this distinct. Select course name from book. See, these are the course names in your table for which we have stored book information. In this, you can see there are 3 entries for database, 3 for C++, 3 for Java. Okay, but all these 3 entries of database are pointing to the same subject, that is database. All these 3 entries are Java, pointing to the same subject, that is Java. Okay, so to filter this output, again we use this distinct keyword. Select distinct course name from book. Now verify the result by executing it. See, this is your result is filtered. Database, C++, Java and C. Means your book consists of information for this 4 courses only. So this is how distinct keyword can be used to filter your output. Okay. Now let's see how to use and, or and not operators. Now my statement is that I want to display information from book table for all those books. Select star from book. I want to display information for all those books published by McGraw-Hill and having price greater than 600. Okay, so my condition is select star from book where publisher equal to McGraw-Hill and price greater than 600. Okay, see what was my statement? I want to display all information for those books that are published by publisher McGraw-Hill and have price greater than 600. So here I want to check for 2 conditions. Publisher must be McGraw-Hill and price must be greater than 600. So whenever you want to check more than one condition, you can either use and, or not operator. Okay, here I want these 2 conditions. I want these 2 conditions to be true. Okay, I want this both condition to be true. So when I execute this query, see, I've got this result. At the output section, you can see the result. Book IDs, book names, author. All these books are published by publisher McGraw-Hill and all these books are having price greater than 600. You already know McGraw-Hill, this publisher, has published 4 books. Okay, but out of these 4 books, only 3 books are having price greater than 600. So this is how you can filter your data by using select query and by using and clause. Now here you can see all these rows, all these output rows are satisfying these 2 conditions. McGraw-Hill is the publisher and prices are greater than 600 because we have given here and means that whatever condition you concatenate by using and query, though all those conditions must be satisfied by the output. Okay, so this is how we can verify our result. So this is the result for and condition. Okay, this is the result for and condition. Now let's see result for or. Okay, see, now I want to display data for the books. I want to display data for the books where publisher is either McGraw-Hill or Manning. Okay, so here I can simply write select star from book where publisher equal to McGraw-Hill or publisher equal to Manning. See, this is my or query. Okay, I want to display data for all those books where publisher is either McGraw-Hill or Manning. Okay, so here at the output you can verify it has given us a data for all the books satisfying either of the condition. Means the your output consists of information about books for McGraw-Hill as well as Manning. Okay, so this is how OR works. When you give AND keyword in to concatenate conditions, it means that your output must satisfy both the condition. When you give OR keyword to check the condition, it means that your output must satisfy either of the condition. Means your output must contain data either for McGraw-Hill or for Manning. Okay, so this is how and OR keyword works with select query. You can concatenate any condition. See, you can here write select star from book where publisher equals to McGraw-Hill or author equal to Court. Okay, then it will give you the data, it will give you the output that satisfy either of the condition. Means output for the output for the author Court and output for the books who have means the books published by McGraw-Hill publisher. Okay, so this is how you can concatenate and OR. Now let's see how to use NOT keyword. If I write select star from book, now I don't want to display data for database course. Okay, so here I can simply write select star from book where not course name the database. See, I have written select star from book where not course name equal to database. Here I don't want to display data for database course. See, at the output you are not finding any of the book of database. Course names are C++, Java and C. Okay, so this is how, if you want to omit any attribute, if you want to omit any data value from the output, then you can use not. Okay, similarly if I write query select star from book where not price greater than 1000. Okay, see, I want to display data for only those books that have price less than 1000. Here I have written select star from book where not price greater than 1000. Okay, means price should not be greater than 1000. So here in the output you can verify the books and the prices. Here all the prices are less than 1000. Okay, so this is how you can use not keyword. Now next is how to combine these keywords in a single query. Okay, means we can combine and with or we can combine and with not. Okay, so here you can simply write select star from book where author equal to Court and not author equal to Anthony. See, here I have written select star from book where author equal to Court and not author equal to Anthony. It means that I want to display data for all those books who means that are written by Court but not by Anthony. Okay, so here when you execute this query, it will give you the data for Court book only. Okay, then next is select star from book. Here this is the information of all the books. Okay, now if you want to sort output by some order, then you can use order by clause. Select star from book. Okay, default order is ascending order. Okay, now here I want to sort my output data by the descending order of book names. Okay, see here in the output you can verify book name DBMS C++ effective C++, means these book names are not sorted. Okay, I want to sort my output by the descending order of book name, so I can simply write select star from book order by B name DESC. DESC stands for descending. I want to sort my output by the descending order of book names. Okay, so here select this query and execute. See the output. Here you can verify book name attribute, and these book names are sorted. See, execute this query. See, book names are sorted in a descending order. Thinking in Java, programming in ANSYS, programming with Java, head first Java. Okay, look at this first alphabet of all the book names: T, P, P, H, E, D, C, and then A. Means your entire table is sorted by the descending order of book name. Okay, similarly, if you want to sort this table in a ascending order, then you can simply write select star from book order by B name. Now the default order is ascending, so there is no need to specify the attribute or keyword, or you can also specify the keyword ASC. ASC stands for ascending. If you execute this, now again verify the output. See this book names: application of logic database C++, C++, DBMS, effective, head first Java. Means your entire table is sorted by the ascending order of book name. Okay. Similarly, select star from book order by price DESC. Okay, now I am sorting my output by the descending order of price. Means the book which is having higher price will be at the first position, and the book which is having lowest price will be at the last position. Okay, now execute this. See, in the output section, you can verify your output. Here prices are 2000, 1200, 1200, 1000. Means your data is sorted as per the descending order of your price. Okay, so this is how we can use these clauses. Now this is all about how to sort data by descending and ascending orders. Okay, now let's see how to limit our output records. Okay, means if I write select star from book limit 5. See, our table consists of total 10 records. I want to display only first 5 records. Then I can simply write select star from book limit 5. Okay, now when you execute this query, see, at the output you can verify data, you can see data for only 5 books, first 5 books. Okay, so this is how by using limit keyword you can restrict the number of output rows. Okay, now if I write select star from book limit 7, okay, then it will display data for first 7 books only. Here at the output you can see data for 7 books are displayed. Okay, so this is how we can use limit keyword. With limit keyword you can specify condition also. See, I want to display data for 3 books where publisher equal to McGraw-Hill. See, McGraw-Hill publisher has published 4 books. Out of these 4 books, I want to display data only for 3 books. Okay, so I can simply write this condition. Select star from book where publisher equals to Tata McGraw-Hill, limit 3. See, here you can see data for 3 books published by Tata McGraw-Hill. Okay, so this is how we can use limit keyword to limit number of rows at the output. Now next we have wildcard operators. Okay, this wildcard operators is used to compare strings by using percentage or underscore sign. Now first we'll display all data from the table. Select star from book. Display all data. Okay. See, your table consists of data for 10 books. Here at the output you can see table consists of data for the 10 books. Okay, now I want to display data for those books whose author name starts with A. Okay, I want to display data for those books whose author name starts with name A. So I can simply write select star from book where author like. Now don't use equal to keyword. Okay, don't use equal to operator, use like operator. Select star from book where author like A%. See, at the output you can see data for that book only where author is Anthony, that is A%. Okay, so this is how we can filter output by using these wildcard operators. This like is a pattern magic operator and this percentage is called as a wildcard operator. Okay, now this percentage is used to match number of characters. When we say where author like A%, it means that author name must start with A containing any number of characters. Okay, so here your book author consists of 1, 2, Anthony, name is Anthony and it consists of 7 characters. Okay, so here A is the first mandatory character and percentage stands for any number of character. Now instead of percentage you can use underscore also. I have given 1 underscore, 2 underscore and 3 underscore. Now what does it mean? It means that your author name must start with A but it can contain only 4 characters. First is A and next are 3 characters, any 3 characters, because we have given 3 underscores. Now when you execute this query, it will not give you the record of any of the books because your table doesn't consist of any record which has author name starting with A but with 4 characters only. Okay, so this is how percentage can be used to match any number of characters and underscore is used to match single character. If you give single underscore, it means that author name starting with A containing 2 characters only. If you give 2 underscore, it means that author name starting with A containing 3 characters only. 2 underscore to match 2 characters and 1 character is A. Okay, now see, your Anthony word consists of 7 characters. So if you want to display that Anthony author with underscore, then after A you need to give 6 underscores. Okay, see, this is your Anthony word. So this is how percentage can be used to match any number of characters and underscore is used to match single character. Now if I write another query, select star from book where author not like a person. Now what is meant by not like? I want to display data for all those books where author name doesn't start with A. See here at the output, if you look at this author attribute, then here it has skipped Anthony name because it starts with A and we have given condition author not like a person. Okay, so this is how like and not like keywords can be used. You can simply write select star from book where course name like. Now I want to display the record of all those books where course name starts with C. Course name like C. Okay, see here. Now at the output you can verify it has given you the record of all the books where course name starts with C, C++, C++ and C. Okay, so this is how percentage can be used. Now if I write select star from book where course name like C and then two underscores, instead of percentage I have used two underscores, and when you here you can see C++, C++, C++ and C. Now my query, I have modified my query like select star from book where course name like C and two underscores. Execute this. See, now at the output you can see data for only 3 books. C course name is omitted here because my query is C, a course name which consists of 3 characters and the course name which starts with C. After C there will be 2 characters. That's why data for C++ is displayed. Okay. Then next is in and between keyword. Okay, now in this like, if I write another query select star from book where course name like percent %s. Okay, now what does it mean? Percent %s. Okay, now here I have given percent before character, before alphabet. It means that course name can be start with any of the alphabet, but it must end with S. Okay, course name. Okay, my query is select star from book where course name like percent %s. Okay, it means that your course name can start with any of the alphabet but it must end with alphabet S. Now when you execute this query at the output you cannot see the record of any of the book because in our table we don't have any course name that end with A. Now if you write select star from book where course name like percent %A, it means that select data for all those books whose course name ends with A. So you can see data for Java. Here it starts with J and it ends with A. So your condition is satisfied. So this is how you can use percentage sign. Now let's see another query select star from book where publisher like publisher not like m%. Okay, now it means that I don't want to display data for those books where publisher name starts with M. Okay, so it will omit the record of all those books whose publisher name starts with A. See, here at the output you can see data only for Addison Wesley, O'Reilly, Prentice Hall and Springer. Okay, and it has omitted data for McGraw Hill and Manning. So this is how like and not like keywords can be used. Then next we have between and in keyword. Okay, see, again display all data from the book before executing between and in. Select star from book. Okay. So this is my data. This is my table containing record for 10 books. Now I want to display data for those books where price range is between 700 and 1200. Okay, I want to display data for those books only whose price falls within this range 700 and 1200. When you execute this query, at the output you can see the record of all those books whose price is in given range 700 and 1200. See, here all the books are having price within this range. So this is how between keyword can be used to check the range of values, okay, including this 700 and 1200 also. Now next we have another keyword in. Select star from book, where let's modify same query with in. Price in 700, 1200. Okay, see here when you execute this between query you have got information about 7 books, okay, that satisfy this given condition, that is range price range between 700 and 1200. Now I have modified this query. Select star from book where price in 700 and 1200. Now let's see what will be the result. See, here at the output you can verify record for 3 books only where price is 700, 1200 and 1200. So from this output we can draw the conclusion that between is used to check the range of values and in is used to match only values that are given within the parenthesis. Okay, when you write select between 700 and 1200, then at that time you have got information about 7 books because the price of that of those 7 books fall within the range of 700 and 1200. And when you use this in keyword where price in 700, 1200, it means that it will give you the data for only those books whose price is either 700 or 1200. Okay, so this is how between and in keyword is used. Between is used to change the range of values and in keyword is used to check only given values. Okay, in can be used with text data also. Select star from book where author in court, comma Anthony. Okay, Court and Anthony. Now when you execute this query you will get the output for the books whose author is either Court or Anthony. See, you have got information about 2 books only where author is Court and Anthony. Is whatever value you specify after in keyword, your query will match your output with those values only. Okay, but this is not the case in between. Between is used to check the range of values. Now I have another query. Select star from book where issue date is greater than 2016 okay. So my query is select star from book where issue date is greater than this given date. Okay, then it will give you the data for all the books that are issued after 2016. See here, you can verify dates of the issue dates of the book 2018, 17 and 19. Okay, see, so this is how greater than operator can be used. Now we can display data for the books where issue date is greater than this. Okay, take same date where issue date is greater than 6 May 2016 and issue date is less than take any date 2018 6 7. Okay, see what is my query. Select star from book where issue date is greater than 6 May 2016 and issue date is less than 7 June 2018. Okay, then it will give you the data for only those books that are issued within this 2 date span. See, this is your output. At the output section, you can see the data for all those books that satisfy these two conditions. The books which are issued after 6 May 2016 but before 7 June 2018. Okay, so this is how you can use AND keyword and you can use this comparison operators in a query. Okay, so this is all about today's session, where we have studied how to use distinct keyword to filter output, how to use AND, OR and NOT keywords, then pattern matching operators, percentage and underscore. Then we have studied how to sort data by using descending and ascending orders by using ASC and DAC keyword and between and in keyword. Okay, so this is all about today's session. Now if you want to store your job, if you want to store all the queries that you have executed within one session, then you can simply go to the file menu and then click on save button. Okay, save. Here you can save your work by some name. Okay, so it will create one SQL file and then save. Okay, so this is how you can save your work done. Now when you open that file, that file will get opened by using any of the editor like Word and Notepad, or you can simply open that file from here also. Go to the file menu, then go to the open. It will give you the list of all SQL file. You just select any file and then open. Okay, so this is how you can save your work done and you can open your SQL files by using SQL Yoke environment. So this is all about today's session. You try to execute all these queries at your home. Okay, thank you.